Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Katie Trent, and it seems that you have once again stumbled across my blog. Whether you were here last week or any of the previous weeks, or this is your first time, welcome and welcome back. I am holding my tenor trombone this week. He was getting a little bit lonely. He feels left out since I spend a lot of time playing alto these days, so I thought I would feature him. This is Moose. Say hi. All right, so this week we are talking about Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, which is debatably the first ever symphony, well-known symphony anyways, to include trombones. There was actually a composer who featured trombones in a symphony before this one, but Beethoven 5 gets the credit, that's why it stuck around more than the other symphony. I don't actually even know who the composer is of that one. So yeah, this week we're playing Beethoven 5, which is one of the toughest alto trombone parts in the repertoire because of the high F in it. And I'd never actually looked at this excerpt before this week, so this was kind of a challenge, a struggle. I was learning it, and then, it's just a really cool piece, honestly. Beethoven, right around this time, was starting to go completely deaf, and he was facing, suicidal thoughts. He was feeling really bad. He thought his career and his life was over because he wasn't going to be able to hear anymore. He'd written the Third Symphony for Napoleon, then Napoleon did some bad stuff, and then he actually scratched out the dedication and decided to make it about personal triumph. And that, kind of worked and kind of didn't. And so going into the Fifth Symphony, he decided that he was going to actually write a symphony about his own overcoming of his hearing problems. And so this symphony is actually also the first one that starts out in minor and then goes to major for the end. Starts out in C minor and ends in this glorious C major, which is where the trombone excerpt is from. And, it was just a real big overcoming, huge, revolutionary musical symphony. And personally, myself this week, I faced some struggles. I was scheduled to work 40 hours. I got a little bit sick. I had so much homework and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get this blog project done until my lesson last week with our graduate teaching assistant, Alex Hunter, who was telling me that I should really try playing this with a recording of someone playing it. And because I was having a hard time envisioning what I wanted it to sound like. And so I tried it and it made such a huge difference for me that I actually decided to record my video of this guys for you guys this week playing with a recording, because it makes so much more sense. The trombone part fits so much better when you play it with the actual orchestra. And so yeah, here's the video for this week. I hope you guys enjoy me and New York Philharmonic under Leonard Bernstein playing Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. yeah, so that's kind of where that is Beethoven's Fifth. You know, it's hard, you got that high F. There's a couple of parts that it's hard to hear the interval between the notes. There's a part where you play a D and then you jump up to a C an octave higher than that, and it's like hard to hear the intervals. And so I found myself having such an easier time with it when I was playing with recording. So if you're working on some music and you're just having a hard time kind of envisioning what you want to do with it, maybe try playing along with a really well done recording of it and see what that can do for your playing. I hope to see you all back next week as we move on to the last blog post before the very end final project video, where we'll be talking about Kyrie from Mozart's Requiem, where we'll hear some fast and high alto trombone playing. See y'all then.